everyone, so this is going to be a bit of a different video, and I have already said that I was going to do this video, so you probably already knew it was coming. This is going to be my makeup wish list. So I know a lot of people have been doing, like, if you had $1,000 to spend in Sephora, what would you buy? Some people have been doing it differently, $1,000 on indie makeup, or just things you want to buy in the makeup world, or people have been doing it on Beauty Bay, that kind of thing. But I didn't want to do it to be like, oh, this is what I'd buy if I had $1,000. This is just stuff I want. At some point, I want these things. I don't know whether I'm going to get any of them or all of them. There is some stuff that I do plan on getting, definitely, and I will point out which ones I definitely plan on things. But just things I've been a bit attracted to, lusting after a little bit. Yeah, so I just thought it'd be a bit interesting to go through, and I never do anything like this, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. So I'm gonna have pictures there. I think might be better. Would that be better on that side or this side? I think I might be better on this side. If I pop pictures up on the screen so you can see what I'm actually talking about, and I have the pictures on my phone so I know what I'm talking about. Actually no, I think I'm going to do it on this side. That might be better. Yeah, we'll do it on that side. So I'm going to get my phone right here, and we can go through really quickly things that I feel like I want to buy. Some random things, random brands that are quite popular, brands that aren't so popular. So let's jump in. Okay, so I'm kind of going to go by brand-ish, kind of, whatever. I say by brand, but also by type of product. So if I've got lashes from different brands, I'm going to group all the lashes together. If I've got palettes, I'll group all the palettes by brand, but also group all the palettes together, just so it's not confusing for you guys. So I'm going to start with the brands that aren't on Beauty Bay, because Beauty Bay is where I do most of my shopping, unless it's in real life, but I haven't been doing that a lot because COVID. And I try to buy stuff I know, so I don't buy things straight away when they come out. I buy things that I know I'm going to like, or I've seen a lot of reviews on, and it's something that still interests me even a couple of weeks later, or months later even. A lot of these are months later, to be fair. So the first thing I am going to talk about is the Goddess palette from Alter Ego. So it's basically, Alter Ego basically does a dupe and a cheaper version of some bigger brands. So they've done Huda and Anastasia and Natasha Denona, which is what this one is. Yes, obviously. It's for the gold palette. I think this one is a dupe of. It's like, look at it, it's stunning. It's basically, it's quite neutral actually, to be fair, for something I would normally go for, but I feel like it's the kind of palette that I would use as a neutral palette. It's got a little pop of teal in there. I'm looking because I have it on my screen over here as well, because obviously I can't see what you're seeing here. It's got some teals, it's got some gorgeous gold tones, nice mix of mattes and shimmers. I feel like I can do a lot of looks that are somewhat different, even if they're a lot neutral, and then you've got the pops of kind of green and teal in there. Yeah, I've always lusted after that palette from Natasha Denona, but this one is $16, which goes, I don't know how much that goes down to in euro. The only problem is they don't ship worldwide, so I'm pretty sure they only do US shipping. So it means I actually can't get it, even if I really wanted it that bad. I cannot get it. So that is the Goddess palette. It's definitely on my list, and if they ever get worldwide shipping and it's still on my list, I'll probably pick it up. Okay, so next up is from a brand that I didn't know about until a few months ago, when they actually released a palette called So Long and Good Night. If you are a past emo child or current emo child, you know what that means. That is from Helena. I'm pretty sure it's Helena is the song from My Chemical Romance. The palette was so My Chemical Romance that they brought out, but it was limited and I missed it, and I really tried. Like, I was there 1 minute later and it was sold out. Like, it went on sale at 7. I was there at 7, and by 7:01 it was all sold out. I had it in my cart, put all my information in, hit buy, gone. That was it, end of. I was very sad. I was very angry at my boyfriend. Had to listen to me for the whole evening moan about the fact that I didn't get this palette. It was a beautiful palette, but they also have this other palette that people are saying people should get instead of the Jeffree Star cremated palette. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have lusted after the cremated palette. I don't know if I'm ever gonna buy it. It is on Beauty Bay. If, say, Black Friday came around and it went on sale for like 40% off or something like that, I would 100% buy that palette. I don't own any eyeshadows from Jeffree Star. I own one skin product and all lip products pretty much now. Not all of them, but all of the products that I own are from his lip range. But yeah, so this palette is the Grimoire from V Cosmetics. I haven't even mentioned the brand yet. V Cosmetics. It is Grimoire. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's up on the screen. You'll see it. It's basically all those grey tones, kind of cooler, ashy sort of tones. And the whole point of grey sort of tones sometimes is to be ashy. So when you say it's going to look ashy on your skin, it's kind of the point. Even on my skin, it looks ashy, but it just depends on the tones you go for. So there is a nice variety here of like kind of grey, and you can see the swatches there as well. I'll just get it up on my phone. Yeah, so some of them have a bit more of that brown sort of undertone, which I love in a grey. I love a grey brown sort of colour. There's even the little pop of green, a nice foresty khaki green, which I feel like goes perfectly with all those. Good range of light dark. It's not as big as the Jeffree Star, and it's not as repetitive as the Jeffree Star. So a lot of people have been talking about this. It's only £24. Sorry, it's British. £24. That would be about 30, maybe €30. That's nothing for that kind of a palette. If the quality is any good, it's definitely on my list. It's something that I think I will definitely love. Everyone knows I love me my cool tones as well as my bright colours. By the way, if you want to see this look, I already filmed it. It's already up. It's in my 2 Luxe palette for my Kaleidos VR Neon. And I will link it down below, and I will pop it up in the cards there. And yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna really like this kind of palette. And if I don't ever get the Jeffree Star one, I'd be more than happy with this one. This is probably more on my list than say the Jeffree Star one is, for the price point, for the range of colours, and that little pop of green in there. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. And it's a little indie brand, and I quite like an indie brand, and they're quite gothic and witchy and spooky kind of looking, which I always love. And then sticking with the same brand, so V Cosmetics, I'm not saying a particular one or anything, but I'm saying their lip products. I've seen so much of their lip products online, and a lot of people swatch them. There's a girl, and I can't think of her name right now, she does super crazy kind of makeup, and it's really cool and kind of gothic and a bit alternative and just spooky kind of looking. I love it. I think it's so cool. But she has lots of different swatches of their products, and she always is featured on their Instagram, so go check that out. But they just have such nice colours. They've got like blacks, blue, green. They've got shimmery liquid lipsticks with like reds and golds and purples. Then they came out with that, you will see it there, that bright lime green. That is a liquid lip. And the silver, actually, to be fair, I wouldn't mind the silver, or that teal. But see that lime green? Whoa, do I want that lime green. That's definitely one in particular that I want. I want that lime green. I maybe want a darker green. One of the purples maybe. Maybe the navy blue. Probably the black, because I do love me a black. Yeah, I just want to try a few of their bits. And it's not that expensive of a brand. So I think it'd be so worth it. And I think it's the kind of brand that I would love to try and to have in my collection. Okay, so now we're going to move on to my Beauty Bay wish list. Obviously, Beauty Bay is a retailer, so it sells an abundance of brands, and it's the first place I go to check something out. If a brand is on it that I know, like my Melt palette, I bought it from the Beauty Bay website. I buy all my Juvia's Place from Beauty Bay. I used to buy my Makeup Geek when it used to be on it from Beauty Bay. So I buy a lot, and I love like the different brands. So LaSplash is a brand that I've been loving. And I love their lashes, and I have a lot of lashes that I want to go through. Not a lot, I think there's like, how many? 5 pairs. Again, I'm not going to probably buy all of these, or if I do buy them all, it'll be like over a couple of years maybe, or a good few months, because I don't need lashes, but I do like when the lashes go on sale, I might pick up a pair here and there. So the first pair that I want to talk about is the Dauntless lashes from LaSplash. I've been loving their lashes. I have 2 different pairs. I've got the Stunner and Diva, I think is the other one that I have. And these are just really pretty. They're really wispy. Still have a bit of denseness right at the like root of the lash, but super nice and wispy and feathery at the end. What I will say about LaSplash lashes is that they all have that beautiful soft wispy effect, even if they're a dramatic lash. Next up then is the Unicorn Flare Premium Lashes from Violet Voss. These are they kind of remind me a little bit of the iconic minis from House of Lashes, maybe not as crisscrossy, but they do have a little bit of crisscross in them. They're definitely longer on the outside, and they've got very thick parts to them, and they kind of fill in with like softer bits. They're beautiful. I think they're really nice. That's definitely a pair that I would totally go for. Violet Voss lashes aren't too expensive. Let me just check the price for you. Well, yeah, I mean, they're about €12, which is probably more than I would normally spend. So I tend to wait for lashes and stuff like that to go on sale, and I just pick up a few here and there. Next up, also from Violet Voss, is the Just Slayin. These remind me a lot of the Siren lashes from House of Lashes. They definitely have very long parts to them, and they're not as kind of long in the middle as, say, the Sirens are. The Sirens are long in the middle and they taper down this way, where these do have a longer outer corner and a thinner and a shorter inner corner. Not so much of a flare though, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the Just Slayin. And then from House of Lashes, the Stella Luxe. I just think they're super fluffy and they look super nice, and I just think they're really pretty, and I would definitely want to buy them. I have a good few pairs of House of Lashes and I've been loving them. So I'm going to go into some kind of random bits here and there, like skin, lip, eyes, and then I'll finish off with palettes from this, and then I've got one extra little bit as well. So the first thing that is on my list is the Zoeva Authentic Skin Foundation. I've kind of matched my shade according to Temptalia's foundation matrix sort of system, but I remember watching Shan XO use this, and I do like, her favorite finish for years was Nair Sheer Glow. That's been one of my favorite foundations for years. I haven't used it in probably about a year, but it has been, and I actually need to buy a new one. That's what's wrong. I haven't bought a new one. She loves the, what other one is it, the Wet n Wild Soft Focus. That's where I got that from, and I still have to try the dewy one, which I do have, but I haven't tried it yet. So all of those, I feel like from her recommendations, she's got drier skin, dry dehydrated skin. She likes a medium coverage. She likes a dewy look. That's me, basically. I like a medium coverage, but I tend to prefer lighter coverage if my skin allows it. If not, I'll go for medium. That's kind of the way I look at it. This foundation to me sounds unreal. It sounds exactly like what I want. I'm just going to try and get it up here so I have more info for you guys and I can actually read it. But yeah, I feel like it's just something that I'll probably get along with, and once the colour is okay, and I can make colours work for me sometimes, I think I'll be okay with that. It's a lightweight buildable foundation. Celebrate your individual beauty with authentic skin, natural luminous foundation, inspired by Zoeva's founder's vision that everyone should feel comfortable and confident in their own skin. This foundation has been formulated to build the perfect natural base with a wide variety of 44 shades, which is unreal, to suit every skin tone and undertone. There's something for everyone. It's got rosehip oil. Infused with rosehip oil, skin is left feeling soft, smooth, whilst coverage lasts all day. That to me just sounds unreal, and I think it's definitely something I'm gonna like. It's €35 on Beauty Bay. Oh, it's gone down to $24.50. Is it in stock though? Is my colour in stock? I think it is. Oh, could be getting that. Yeah, so it's something that I definitely want. I've recently bought a lot of foundation, so I'm probably not gonna get it yet, but maybe the next sale I'll probably get it then. Okay, next up is a random. This is a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. I do love his liquid lipstick formula, and I love his colours. And this colour, I'm probably never going to get this colour because it keeps going out of stock. And yeah, I just keep missing it basically. And I don't know if they're going to keep it on the site, on Beauty Bay. I'm not sure. But this is it's a acid green liquid lip. It's like the one from V Cosmetics. I mean, come on, I want it. I really, really want it. I love the funky colours. I love that kind of thing. I'm not opposed to a bright lip, and I'm not opposed to a weird coloured lip. I think I'm going to really like this colour, so I want it. Okay, and then next is two more lip products. The last two lip products I have that go with a collection of a palette that I'm also having in this list as well, but I'm going to go through the liquid lip first. So these are the Lunar Beauty Wicked liquid lipstick. These go with the Moonspell palette. They are liquid lips that I think I'm gonna love. It's a black and a red. I mean, I can't really go wrong there. I love me a black and I love me a red, so I feel like I want it. This one, the black one is called Wicked, sorry, and the red is called Witch Bitch. Yeah, I want them. I really, really want these. I didn't know these were out, and I had the palette. I still have the palette in my wish list for since probably it came out, or since Christmas probably, maybe. I've just never bought it, but I probably will buy it soon. And then I was looking at the rest of the stuff that was in his collection, because I hadn't really looked at a lot of it, and these liquid lipsticks were there, and I was like, oh, must have it. So yeah, I want these as well. So yeah, they're on the list. Next up is definitely a random product. Yeah, very weird. So it's a little set that I seen. I thought it'd be very nice, and I actually ended up getting a sample with one of my orders. I don't know why, I just did. So basically this is all things aloe bundle. It's from Holika, I think how you say that, maybe. Basically it is a sheet mask with aloe in it. It's a facial cleansing foam, and it is a 99% soothing aloe gel. It's 99% aloe basically. And it's just really soothing for the skin. So if you're probably not on holidays, but if you get a lot of sun, you can use it for that. I just feel like aloe gel just sounds so nice and soothing, and I just really want this, and I think it's really nice. Again, I'll probably try the sample and then decide whether I actually want to buy the bundle, but I think it would be a nice little thing to have, just to have it, and then if I need it, it's there, you know. And also an aloe face mask, why wouldn't you want that? And then next up is just something that I've had in my thing, and it also keeps going out of stock as well, which is very annoying, and I don't need it yet, but when I do need it, I'm going to order. This is the House of Lashes lash adhesive, just the white one, the normal one. I have a lot of lash glue because I use a lot of lashes, and I kind of just pick it up when it's cheap. And I use mostly Duo. I have the Huda one as well, but it's mostly Duo or Eyelure is what I use as well. I just want to try this. I think it'd be really nice. I use a lot of House of Lashes lashes, so I might as well try their lash glue as well. It's got a nice wand applicator, and I think it's just going to be really cool. So I just have that on my list. It's probably something that I will pick up to add to an order or something like that when I feel like I need it. And then I have a skin thing here from Mario Badescu. I think it was around Black Friday last year. I got a set which had the drying lotion, which is kind of why I bought the set. It has the silver mask of whatever that's called, the silver mask, the whitening mask, small, really small, like little ones, like that size, the hydrating spray, an enzyme cleanser, and I think there might have been something else, but I can't remember. But anyway, drying lotion, love. I've recently bought a whole set of smaller of the spray because I freaking love that spray. The silver mask is lovely for getting, like, clearing out your skin a little bit. But this whitening mask, it's basically, let me just get it up. So basically this mask is to brighten the skin and fade discoloration. So I'm assuming from, like, say, marks maybe from spots and stuff like that, or maybe sunspots, age spots, that kind of thing. I'd imagine it's for that sort of thing. But when I put this on, my skin felt so kind of plump, almost like I just put a moisturizer on, even though I just washed this off. And normally, even no matter what face mask, unless it's a sheet mask that's like more of a serum-y kind of feeling, I tend to usually have to put moisturizer on straight away. But with this I didn't, and I found that so strange. It was just so weird, and it was really, really nice. So I want that, the full size, whenever I decide to eventually get it, but I do definitely think I'm going to get that. Again, like I said, not everything on the list I'm probably going to buy. That is something that is definitely going to come home with me at some point in my lifetime. Okay, and then one more kind of skin product, and I've got one cheek product, but one skin thing that I want is the Illamasqua Hydra Veil. Now I'm not even joking, I have wanted this, I would say, for the past, how old am I now? I'm 26, so I would say probably for the past 7 years maybe. I first seen Pixie Woo using it. They used it all the time. It's a hydrating kind of base for your makeup and for your skin, and I always really want it. It's like €42 on Beauty Bay, and I can't justify that. I can't. So if it goes on sale, it went down half price, and then yeah, I'll probably get it. I've always lusted after this product. I don't know why. I just have. I feel like it's something I would really like, and if I didn't like, I'd be so sad. I've wanted it for so long. Okay, and then the last skin thing or cheek thing that I want, or that I think I want. I'm not entirely sure if I actually really want this, but I have it in my wish list for ages. I'm just gonna have to see how I feel one day if I do end up ordering it, or maybe I'll just decide to take it out altogether. This is the Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Highlight in Illumination. I don't know. It's the one that came out with the Muerte collection. I can't think of the name of the collection. Something more. Eterno Amore, Inferno Amore. I don't know. It's something Amore. But the Muerte palette, that collection. Um Amore Eterno. Is that it? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's basically the highlight that came out with that. Now on me I think it'd be more like a highlight blush. Kinda like the way I'll grab it for you. To me, when I see like pictures of this, it reminds me a little bit of the Show Gold from MAC, which is this is a Christmas collection packaged one, but it is a permanent product. It's one of their extra dimension highlighters, and I feel like that's what this kind of looks like. It's still light enough for me as a highlight, but it could be a blush topper if I wanted it to be, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's kind of how it might look on my skin. Maybe more red than pink. This has a lot of pink in it. I'm not sure. I don't know if I really want it, basically, but it is on my list, and I thought I'd mention it because it's something that I have wanted and have not wanted and then have wanted again. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, and then next up is a product that I actually have a couple of the liners, the lip liners from. I've got the red, I'll grab them. So these are the LA Girl Shockwave liners. I've got the Shockwave lip liners. They are all lip liners, aren't they? Yeah, lip liners. But on my list here, that I haven't ordered yet because they were all out of stock, is the liner, just normal liner, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, eyeliner. And I have a couple of colours, or pretty much most of the colours, but these are the lip pencils that I have. So I've got an orange, a pink, and a kind of a pinky red. It's not fully red, it's more of a pinky red. They are the shades Outrage, Pop, and Fiery in that order. And they're really nice as lip liners, and I am also willing to try them on my eyes. It's not recommended because they are for the lips, but it's a risk you are willing to take yourself, not by my recommendation. It's just something that I'm willing to try and see how they work. I know Butte Bean, that's where I got kind of the idea to get these from, was from Butte Bean. I'm always referencing her because she's like my fave. And she used them on her eyes and she hasn't had a problem. So she also doesn't recommend them for the eyes, so I also don't recommend them for the eyes. As a makeup artist, I don't, but for my own face, I'm willing to try them and just see how it goes. But anywho, for the actual eyeliners, the ones that are recommended for the eye, these are the 6 colours that I have on my list. One is black, which is called Blackout. That is the top. So it'd be your top left. Yeah, that took a long time to figure. Then the green is Gotcha. The yellow is Screamin'. I like the names of these are cool. The kind of normal, kind of cobalty blue is called Electric. The purple in the middle there on the bottom row is called Blaze. Is that the one I have? Blaze or Vivid? Blaze. No, Vivid. I have 2 here that are both purple. It's Vivid is the one that I have there. And then the last blue is more of like a cyan kind of super bright blue, basically, is called Fresh. I think they're really nice. I think the formula of the lip pencils anyway are very nice, so I think it'll be nice to have all those kind of colours and I can use them either on the eyes or lips and whatever way I want to use them. I think they're very pretty. They're like €6. €6. So yeah, very nice. And then next up are more liners, or well, these are like water activated products. These are the Suva Beauty Hydra liners. I have a good few of these. I've got black, white, red, yellow, green, blue. Do I have anything else? I can't think. But I've got a good few colours in these and I feel like they're really nice. But these are the 5, is it 5? Yes. 5 colours that I have that I are also on my list to get. So in the top corner, the kind of one that looks a bit white, that is Silver Lining. The blue is Freezy. The orange is Acid Trip. The pink down the bottom is Scrunchy. And the purple, the one that looks the biggest, that's called Grape. And yeah, I love these products and I think these colours will be a nice little addition because that silver, I don't have a silver liner like that. I've got a silver liquid liner, but it's quite sparkly, where that's more metallic. I feel like that'd be quite pretty. Those two neons down the bottom, the neon orange and neon pink, yes please, I will have a neon liner, thank you very much. And I can actually pair these with them, so yeah. But yeah, I think they're really nice. I kind of buy one here and there. Every now and again I might throw one into my basket if I want to and I have extra money that I want to spend, or if I give myself a budget of being like, hey, I'm going to spend €60 on Beauty Bay and I want to hit that, then I will. But yeah, I do really like them and I kind of want to keep adding to the little collection I have. Okay, we're going to move more into palettes, but I'm going to stick with the water activated things for now. I want this mostly for like I used to do face painting basically. My first ever job was doing face painting and balloon modelling. You wouldn't think so, but it was. And no, face painting is not exactly like makeup. It's similar, but not exactly like makeup. So it's not like, oh, you are really good at face painting, so you're really good at makeup. No, I was good at makeup and then I learned how to do face painting and it is quite different. But the Mayron Paradise Makeup AQ, which I'm assuming is Aqua, 30 colour assortment palette. This guy here is €170. Yeah, it's a lot of money. But I feel like if I wanted to do a lot of that, or if I did want to pick it up maybe as a side job kind of thing, that's the kind of thing I would be buying. And also just for myself. But if I felt like buying it, or if maybe it went down to like 50, it's never going to happen. But if it did, maybe I might buy it. I just have it on my wish list because I always have it there. And it always goes out of stock actually, so a lot of people are buying it. But yeah, I feel like it's nice and I don't think I'm ever going to buy it. But I could. It could possibly happen. And then next up is a palette that I popped in my basket because I wasn't sure if I actually wanted it or not, so I just popped it into my wish list and just left it there and it's still there. This is the Melt Cosmetics Millennial Pink palette. I think it's a cool little colour story again with Melt, and they're fabulous colour stories. I think they're so, they honestly, like Juvia's Place, do some of the best colour stories out there. It's super soft pink and rosy colours, and then you've got those like harsher kind of grey blue kind of colours, and I just think it's a nice contrast and quite funky looking. I can honestly say I don't think I'm ever going to buy that palette. It's on my wish list, but I have lusted after a little bit, but I don't think I'd ever actually use it, so I don't think I'm actually ever going to buy it. I think it would honestly not be a waste of money, but I think it would just be left there until I had a reason to actually use it, and I don't want my makeup to be like that. I want my makeup to be something I'm going to be like, oh, today I want to use this palette. That's the way I like my makeup to be. And yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to buy it, but it's there. It's on my wish list. It's something that I have wanted, and it just gives you more of an insight into the kind of stuff I tend to gravitate towards in my online shopping. And then next up is one I've already mentioned, which is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell colour palette. And this I'm definitely going to buy. I am 100% going to buy it. Absolutely so going to buy this. Is it on sale actually? Let me just check that, because if that's on sale I'll probably order it. No, it's not. It's never on sale. Never goes on sale. It's so annoying. It's €59 for me. And it's just a really nice cool colour. The colours are actually a little bit deeper in some pictures than others, so I do think that, say, like the kind of green colours, they are actually a little bit more, not dark, but just deepened a little bit. So I don't think it's as kind of bright and pastel look, and I do think it's slightly more has a bit more depth to it. I love it. It's all witch based. The cover of the palette is beautiful. It looks like a spell book, and it's all witchy themed, and all the names are from witches. So you've got like Prue, Piper, Phoebe, Paige, Sabrina, Winifred, Sarah, Mary from Hocus Pocus, Samantha, Kiki, Fiona, Nancy, Marnie, Bonnie, and Hermione. They should have had what was her name in American Horror Story? Cordelia. Sarah Paulson's character in the Coven season of American Horror Story. Cordelia, I think that would have been a really nice name to have in the palette, and she's also a witch. So yeah, it's a beautiful colour story. I think it's nice colours, nice funky colours that I would definitely get along with. Nice textures that I would definitely get along with. I've heard nothing but good reviews from this palette. The packaging is beautiful. It's so me, and I'm definitely gonna buy it. Yeah, I'm always just worried it's gonna go off the website, but it's been there for a while, so I'm hoping it won't. And I'm definitely gonna get this palette, yeah, as well as the liquid lipsticks to go with. Yeah. And then next up is actually the most recent addition to my wish list. It's something that I was like, oh, I kind of actually do want that. This is the Ace Beauté Flare Eyeshadow Palette. Again, I'm going to say her again. Butte Bean has made me want this palette. She raves about this palette, says it's the most beautiful, grungy, colourful palette that she has. It's one of her favourite palettes. It's the palette that she'll always be able to use and get so much use out of. And I want it too. I want that feeling too. I have that feeling with a lot of my palettes, but I always seen her recommend it for years. Sorry, there's like stuff on my chair. I'm just trying to readjust myself. I've always seen her use it for years, and I've always been like, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice palette. It's a nice palette. It's only in the last few weeks I'm just like, I really want that palette now. I feel like I'll really, really, really like that palette. And anything she's recommended, I've liked. So I do think I want this palette. It's not too expensive. I'm pretty sure for me, I say for me, I mean in euro, for me in Ireland. I do get free shipping because I have I'm a certain level on their point system on Beauty Bay. So I don't worry about shipping too much for it. It is $35.95. That's a good price actually for that kind of palette. Yeah, I really like that palette, and I feel like I definitely want that palette. Yeah. So that's him. Okay, and then last up we have got the last brand that we're going to do, but I have 3 palettes on my list from this brand, and it's a brand I've raved about. If you watch any of my videos, you know I love this brand. It's Juvia's Place. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Tribe palette, which is this gorgeous kind of green sort of palette. I would say out of these 3, I'm probably not going to get this one. If I got the other 2, I probably won't get this one, if that makes sense. I have heard so many good reviews about this palette, and the colours and the way the colours go together and the textures. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers and what I can see as 5 mattes, as far as I can see in the photo. It's not one that it does appeal to me, but it's not one that shouts more than the other 2 that I'm going to show you. So for that reason, I'm kind of not 100% on buying it, but I do like the look of it, and it's still on my wish list, but it's probably not going to be bought. And the next palette is the Nomad palette. This palette so they released the artwork, which is stunning, by the way. All their artwork is stunning, but this one got me because she looks like a witch, and yeah, witchy vibes all the way. This palette here is way more, it's kind of what the Tribe palette is, but kind of more the way I would want to use it. It's way more grungy. You've got 2 different kind of golden yellowy kind of colours. You've got kind of warmer browns. You've got a nice light colour here. You've got that grey in the corner. My god, that grey. The shimmery green, that kind of pewtery sort of colour in the middle. And then what I can imagine is like a burgundy brown. Yeah, it's like an autumn palette. If you were to put autumn colours together, that's your colour palette. That's it. It's like a harvest sort of palette. Where the other is a bit more neon, and I just feel like the greens, I'll be either doing greens or orange looks with it, and I won't be able to mix the colours together. Where with this one, the Nomad, I feel like I could definitely get away with doing like yellows and greens. I could do the burgundy with the orangey colours. That kind of pewtery. Yeah, I look at this palette, I can see so many things that I could definitely do. This is definitely probably not the very next one I'm going to buy, but it's the second one I'm going to buy from Juvia's Place. So this next palette is the one that I have wanted for the longest since buying my last Juvia's Place palette. This is the one I always reference to when I say, there is another palette that I want. This is the one I'm talking about. If I say it in a video that there's another palette that I want, but I can never think of the name of it, it's the Festival palette. I kept calling it the Magic palette for some reason, but it's not. It's the Festival. Basically, I really, really love the colour story in this. I love that kind of mustardy yellow. The red is apparently one of the best reds you can have. You've got that nice bit of orange. That bright pink in the middle just shocks you a little bit. You've got a sparkly black. You've got some kind of nuder shades. You've got a nice white as well. Bit of blue. Bit of everything. I feel like you can do some cool kind of looks with this. A bit of colour, but also a bit of smoky as well. It's definitely like my next palette from Juvia's Place. I just feel like I really want this palette, and I will probably have this palette. And for me, Juvia's Place palettes aren't expensive. They're €24 for 9 large pans. That's very good for me. So yeah, definitely. And then the last thing I want to talk about is a book. It's makeup related, but it's a book. This is the Face Chart Drawing with Makeup Face Chart book from Lisa Kondrovich. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I basically seen an ad on Facebook for this, and I actually follow her on Instagram, but I seen an ad for this, didn't even know this existed. If anyone has this book, you can let me know how it is, if it's any good. I really want this book. I'll probably buy it for Christmas for myself, or get if someone wants to buy me a present and they ask me if I want anything, this is what I will say. I love doing face charts. I have a whole folder over there of my face charts for the past 2 years. Anytime I do a makeup look that's, say, not like a 2 looks 1 palette or a palette bingo or a whatever kind of look, if it's a playtime video, if it's one of those where I'm like, oh, I just kind of thought up these, my colour series, I've face charts for all of those. Halloween looks, I've face charts for all of those. I do face charts all the time. I love doing them when I'm in work. I like doing them as well. So I feel like this book will be a nice addition to kind of give me ideas and also help with more tips and tricks, make me a better face chart artist. Yeah, I want it. I really like it. I think it's like 50 euro, and then with shipping it's like 70. Not too bad for a book like that. Yeah, I really want that one. So I've scooted back to the middle. This was my wish list. This is the things that I'm kind of itching for. They've been on my mind. They've been itching the back of my head here. The things I'm definitely going to buy. Some things are just kind of wish list sort of things, but the things I'm definitely going to buy, probably that V Cosmetics palette and maybe a liquid lipstick if I do order from them. If I can get it, if it goes online again, that Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, the 2 Lunar Beauty liquid lipsticks, as well as the Moonspell palette, those 2 Juvia's Place palettes, the Nomad and the Festival, the Ace Beauté palette definitely, the Moonspell palette, and probably and the book as well, definitely. They're the things that I'm definitely like, I'm going to have them at some point this year or next year. The other bits I'm kind of like, yeah, I might pick one up, I might not pick one up, I'll see. They're just in my list and I'll see what happens. I kind of just add to my wish list, and then when I want to go through it all, or if there's anything on sale, I check my wish list to see if it's gone on sale. If it's on sale, I'll probably buy it. But yeah, that's everything that I'm kind of attracted to right now as far as makeup and products goes. I feel like it's just a nice way to kind of get an insight into what someone likes per se, without them having to actually have to get it straight away. I've been really liking wish list sort of things, just to see kind of everyone's preferences, if that makes sense. And yeah, those are mine, and I really like the stuff that I picked out anyway. So yeah, if you have any of those products, okay, let me know down in the comments. If you have anything from my list I just said, let me know what you think. I want info. I need info so I can make an informed decision. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any of them, and also if you don't have any of them and you want any of them, let me know as well. And if I do get any of them, would you be interested in seeing them in videos? You can also let me know that. Hit like down below to let me know you like the video, and let me know you like me. Don't dislike if you don't like me. Just don't do anything if you don't like me, because I don't care. But if you do like me, hit like down below. And also hit subscribe down below to see more videos. If I do end up getting any of these products, you'll see them in videos if you subscribe. To see my 2 looks 1 palettes, 3 looks 1 palettes, palette bingos, how-to series, colour series. Halloween is coming up and I've already started filming for that. Hit subscribe if you want to see me, see more of my stuff. And also I will already have this video up, as I've said, and if you want to see up close pictures of my face and this look, I'll have my Instagram link down below. That's where I post all my pictures for my looks, so you can see them there. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys.